Are we going live?
Yeah.
Oh, we're live. Have people hear me? I guess we can ask those questions. Test it. Oh, you're so smart. What? Gotcha. Do. It's working. Can you hear me on the AirPods? Do I sound good? Do I look good? What's happening? Does anyone know where my rogue timer went? Sounds great. We have 11 people on here staring at me trying to find my rogue timer. Yay! Where? No, the rogue timer. The little. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God! This. Oh, hi, friends. Oh, this is kind of creepy, isn't it? So I'm just going to let you guys know, like, we're going to get started in about 2 minutes tops. Rogue timer is going to be working, so you guys can actually follow along with the 4.5-minute round. But all that being said, we obviously had some major technical difficulties this morning because I know nothing about this. However, and we can't bring our entire team in here because of social distancing. So because of that, we are going to go now. And who knows, the quality of this sucker might get better over the next week or so. So that being said, let's see here. How many friends do we have so far? Oh, we have 13 friends so far. Oh, thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Mike. I'm glad you can hear me. So, okay, I'm going to turn the music up just a little bit so that way I don't have to hear myself breathe, and then we're going to get started. So for those of you guys who have not done a Scorch workout before, because we actually have some people coming on who have never done them before, you guys are going to be going through an active dynamic warm-up with me. Because we don't have a ton of space, we're going to be doing it in our little spots right here. And then what we're going to do is going to take about 5 minutes, and then we're going to get into the workout. So if you guys downloaded the PDF, you guys will see that we're doing a superset workout today. What that means is we're going to be doing 2 exercises back to back for 4.5 minutes, okay? Then we're going to take a 30, we're going to get this sucker started. So super simple dynamic warm-up we're going to start with. All we're doing is skipping in place. So I know a lot of you guys hate skipping. You think it's really weird, but the goal of skipping is to warm up our calves and Achilles. So we want to make sure that we're all nice and warm from here. We're going to take our arms and we're just going to cross them side to side, and we can go into some butt kicks as well. Okay, super simple. Butt kicks, arm swings, keep going. You guys are going to keep doing that. It's always funny trying to warm up in place. If you guys are normally Scorch members, normally moving up and down the turf, doing lots of lateral stuff, sometimes we're falling down. It's not very fun. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go to jumping jacks, arms all the way up over your head. We do have an anterior lateral chain workout today. So what that means is we're working the front of the body and the side of the body. So just like that, keep going, keep moving. Good. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do those skipping A drills that we do. So knees up, toes up. And we're going to do them right in place. Knees up, toes up. And you're just marching it out. We're going to do this for a couple more seconds. Perfect. And good. Okay, now we're going to go back into those butt kicks again. I can't wait to see how sweaty I get. And I can see if I can even talk at the end of this sucker. Okay. Now what I want you guys to do is you guys are going to lay down on the ground. We're just going to do some glute bridges and warm up our glutes a little bit. So you're going to lay down, dig those heels right into the ground, and you guys are just going to lift, okay? So we're still in warm-up phase right now, making sure everything starts working. Perfect, just like that. Beautiful. Okay, guys, now I'm going to have you guys flip over, get into your plank position, and we're just going to do some really slow mountain climbers. So bring your knee into your chest, and then bring it right back out. We have faster mountain climbers later. There you go. Just like that. Good. Now from that position, the actual workout. If you guys are dropping to your knees, I want you guys to make sure that you're bringing your chest all the way to the ground, even if you guys have to lift your hands up and then push yourself back up. We're going to be really focusing on getting full range of motion with all of these exercises today. Perfect. Okay. Now I want you guys just kneeling, big arm swing hugs. So again, if you know me, hug yourself, love yourself. That's the whole point of this one. Beautiful. And we have a couple more minutes. We're almost there. It's very boring here without you guys. I wish that you guys were all in here again with me. So we're going to warm up those lateral stabilizers now. So everyone stand up. Now, big step out to the side. You're going to sink into that lateral lunge, and you guys are just going to come right back to center, okay? We do have lateral lunges on the schedule today. There you go. Good. 2 more here. 1 more. And beautiful. Okay, now we're going to the other side. Nice. Okay. And 1 more. Beautiful. Okay, guys. So again, arms out to the side. Just hug yourself, love yourself. And then what I want you guys to do, if you need to hang on to something, you can. I want you guys to do leg swings, okay? So you guys are going to do 10 front to back. And then we're going to do 10 side to side. So you guys are going to do that. Good. Then you guys are facing the other way. 10 front to back, 10 side to side. So again, today, guys, anterior lateral chain workout. So front of the body, side of the body. We need to make sure that we're working all those lateral stabilizers because we do so much stuff front to back. So that's what we're going to focus on today a little bit. So that being said, that is going to be our 4.5-minute timer. The first 2 exercises we're going to do are push-ups and a kneeling overhead press. So when you guys are doing the kneeling overhead press, if you do not have dumbbells, it's going to look like this. You guys are going to be on your knees, sucking those abs in, arms up, thumbs come up and together. Okay? So this is our overhead press. Now we do have 12 reps, so it will get hard when you're supersetting it with your push-ups. If you do have dumbbells, you guys are going to bring the dumbbells out. It's the same motion. They come up and together. And Michaela, if you're watching this and you tell me my dumbbells are too light, I will come to your house and I will throw it at your door. Okay? Thank you. So, I'm not kidding. I really will come after you. So, light dumbbells for fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 8 push-ups and then 12 overhead presses back, forth, until that sucker tells us we're done at 4.5 minutes. Sound good? You guys ready? Okay, give yourself a second. Let me figure out how to use my timer and then we'll kind of go from there. Oh, I think I'm going to get it. I think I just did okay and it's going to work. Pray for me, people. Oh, yeah, we're starting in 10 seconds. I did it. And I'm going to have this one too, just so I can not look that way and break my neck while we do this. And let's go. So first one, we're doing 8 push-ups, guys. So make sure that your shoulders are stacked over your wrists, core nice and tight. You guys are dropping down into that push-up position and driving straight back up. Core is tight the entire time. If you notice that your hips start to sag, I want you guys to push your butt up just a little bit. 6, 7, 8. Okay, after those 8 push-ups, you guys are going to grab your dumbbells. Bring them up into that overhead position. You're going straight overhead. 1, you're going to 12 with this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My shoulders are already burning. 9, 10, I'm in trouble. 11 and 12. Okay, and then it's back into those push-ups. So I would rather you guys have perfect form than rush through any of this stuff. So again, if you need to drop to your knees for those push-ups, you are more than welcome to, okay? And remember on our push-ups, we're trying to keep our elbows tucked in slightly. When we flare our elbows out too much, what ends up happening is that's when we have all those nice little shoulder issues. So back up and then back into those presses. So the goal is for this one to get through 4 rounds. I would rather you have perfect form and only get through 1 or 2 rounds though. This is way easier when I just yell at you guys and I don't have to do it. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So my 5-pound dumbbells are already getting heavy. Just a giant heads up. And we have a lot of workout left. So we are 1:30 in so far. We have 3 minutes left to go. And again, make sure you guys are keeping form the entire time. Okay, so core nice and tight. Back into those push-ups. Okay. And 8. And then we go back into it. Okay, guys, we're at that 2-minute mark. We have 2.5 minutes left to go in this round. So again, make sure you guys are keeping form on this sucker. Now, when you guys are in this kneeling position, I want you to make sure you're keeping your abs as tight as you possibly can. So you're pulling your belly button into your spine while maintaining breathing and driving it straight up over your head. I'm even losing count for myself. Make sure you're doing 12, people. Boom. Okay, if I had tried to do 10s, I think my arms would have given out by this point. So you can't make fun of me later, Nicole and Michaela. Ugh, that wouldn't be nice. Okay, so again, if you guys notice your form is starting to go, suck your abs in and drop to your knees on these push-ups. So in a push-up position, you should be activating your core the entire time. This is actually one of the best ab exercises to be able to do a push-up in a perfect plank because you're stabilizing your entire body. Okay. Oh, there we go. Again, we are 3 minutes in now, guys. We have 1:30 left to go. So if your shoulders are burning and your arms are burning, it means that you're doing it right. Okay. It really isn't going to get that much easier from here, but that's okay. We're going to make it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to need this whole social distancing thing to end and the coronavirus to go away so we can all come back in and I don't have to do all the workouts again. So we are down to our last 55 seconds now, okay? So again, if you guys are noticing that your form is breaking on these push-ups, drop to those knees, get your chest all the way down, push yourself all the way back up. And also a big thing, if you're focusing on getting better range of motion with this exercise and you notice you're only able to go down a little bit, allow yourself to go all the way down and then suck your abs in and then push yourself back up. See, I want you guys to practice flattening yourself all the way down so you can do that full range of motion. So 25 seconds left, guys. There we go. Let's see if we can get any more. We got 10 seconds. Remember, keep form even if you try to rush through it. And we get to rest for a whole 30 seconds. So next, what we're doing, guys, we're doing something called a plank to pillar and a single arm kettlebell swing or dumbbell swing. So if you guys are not using a kettlebell and you only have a dumbbell, what you guys are going to do, you guys are going to hold it here. And it's the same motion where you're popping your hips, squeezing your glutes, and popping that sucker right up. So we have 10 seconds and then plank to pillars. I will demonstrate to you now. We're doing them first. Here's the deal. You can do these on your knees as well. And 3, 2, and 1. Here we go again. So again, shoulders are going to be stacked over your wrists. Core nice and tight with this one. You guys are going to drop down to your forearm. And from here, pushing right up on that hand. Okay. We are going to do pushing up with the right leg and 6 pushing up the left side. 5 and 6. And then back down. Now the other side. Again, if you guys are having trouble with this one because your shoulders are screaming at you, then you may drop to your knees. Good. Okay, then after that, we have our kettlebell swings or dumbbell swings. So I will be using a kettlebell. If you are not using equipment, what you guys are going to be doing is a squat jump. Okay, remember that in the squat jump, you guys are going to sink into your heels in the bottom of every rep. And then for the kettlebell swing, we're going to anchor into our heels, suck our abs in. From here, hinge back, hop that kettlebell forward. Just like that. Okay. 5, we'll shoot through the front. Okay, now remember, we're doing actually single arm kettlebell swings today. So that's the actual motion for it. But now from that regular kettlebell swing, I want you guys to start popping it in one hand, the other. And boom. Okay, so with that one, we're going to be doing 8 on each side for the next set. And remember, when you guys are doing those single arm kettlebell swings, we're literally hinging from the hip. You're trying to load tension on your hamstrings, okay? So we want to feel the stretch down the entire time. Now, again, back down to those plank to pillars. So again, back into plank, core tight, back down. Two more. One more. And 6. Beautiful. Okay, back to those kettlebell swings. Now, again, remember, if you're using a dumbbell, you're holding it 2-hand grip. If you're using a kettlebell, you guys are going to be doing single arm. So dumbbell is one arm, do 16 of them. Kettlebell is single arm. So pop it forward and alternate. If you try to alternate with a dumbbell like this, you might throw it in the air. and then break something. 6, 7. So remember, this is a hip and glute exercise. You're using your hamstrings, you're using your glutes, and you're propping your hips forward, and the momentum is driving that kettlebell right up. So again, 8 on each side, 16 total. And then we go back down. A secret, I really can't count and talk. So I have no idea how many I'm doing. So we still have 1 minute and 40 seconds left. So again, back to those plank to pillars. Again, if you notice that your hips are trying to go like this, I want you guys to drop to your knees, okay? What we don't want to see is when our hips drop and we impinge that lower back, those vertebrae, they don't like the pinch, okay? So it's called an excessive lordotic curve, and we don't want one. So back down. 4, 5, 6. Other side. Oh, there's no more music. Where'd it go? Man, new playlist better come on in a second or I'm gonna freak out. Okay, friends, back to that single arm kettlebell swing. Again, 8 on each side. We have 50 seconds left. So weight through heels, suck your abs in, and pop those hips forward. Good. Now, what I don't want to see, I see in a lot of kettlebell swings, is people like to hinge backwards. And that, again, is going to increase that lordotic curve, that curvature in your low back. And that is eventually going to lead to low back issues. 3, 2, 1. Just like that. I hope you guys are listening to really loud music so you can't hear yourself breathe like me right now. Okay, back down. Let's get a couple more plank to pillars in before we finish this round. And we're back. And we'll do 3 on this side until we finish that last bit. And we have 30 seconds rest. Okay, next ones we're doing lateral lunge and press and skater jumps. So biggest thing with lateral lunge to press. For the lateral lunge, you guys are taking a big step out, sink the weight into your heels. Make sure that you can wiggle your toes when you're down in that position because we're getting a good stretch through those adductors on one side. And then again, pushing our hips back, letting our torso drop forward, and then coming up into a press. That's the lateral lunge and press. Skater jumps. You guys are bounding from one leg to the other and sticking the landing every time. You guys ready? If you have dumbbells, use them. If not, you're just putting your hands up in the air on this one. So a big step out to the side, sink into the heels, drive those dumbbells up. 6 on one side, 6 on the other. 5 and 6. If I'm not fit by the end of this quarantine, you guys can smack me, okay? And 1, 2, 3. I want you guys to see it from a side view. So when you're going down, you're literally dropping your torso, okay? So it's there. And 6, good. Okay, for those skater jumps, again, we are bounding from one foot to the other. You're sticking the landing. We're doing 10 each side, 20 total of this one, okay? So bounding, 1, 2, stick it, 3. If you want to start to increase the speed, you can, but sticking it is actually the importance of this exercise. So what we're doing is we're teaching our body to actually load in to a position when we're trying to put a lot of force on our joints. So you're jumping and you're absorbing that shock and you're taking on that load with all your strong muscles and not your joints. Just like that, 10 each side, 20 total. And good. And then we're gonna go back down. So lateral lunge and press again. As you guys get tired in this one, like me, I want you guys to focus on keeping your abs sucked in the entire time. So dumbbells up, core tight, big step out to the side, sink into those heels, and go right back up. So down here, we're sucking our abs in, driving them up. We always say we want 6-pack abs. We got that. And say suck your abs in. One more. I need someone here screaming at me to do this. Ugh. One more. And 6, good. So if this wasn't live, I didn't know who was on it. You probably know I'd be swearing at this point, but I'm not going to. Okay? Or make any sick jokes, Corey. that no one else understands. 6. Halfway there. And 20. Okay, back to it again. Still got 145 left. Woof. I'm totally getting water after this. Okay. Big step out to the side, guys. Think of those heels. Suck those abs in. Drive it up. 1. 2. 4. 5. 6. You have way less jokes when you're tired. Woo. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Good. And we're down to our last minute, guys. So remember, core tight. You're focusing on in that one leg, just sinking down, absorbing that load, okay? Halfway there. And 20. We have 30 seconds. Plenty of time to do more. Woof. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm dying. Big time. I need some water before I puke. 2. 3. Do 3 on the other side. 1. 2. And 3. 5 seconds. I'm getting water. Nice job, guys. Okay, guys, 10 more seconds. Whew. Guys, I'm dying in this. Okay, let's do this. Burpee shuffle. Shuffling 3 steps to the left, 3 steps to the right. If I puke during the workout, no one makes fun of me. Okay. So burpee, down, up, shuffle, shuffle, down, up. Good, we're doing 8 of them. Woo! Okay. Now, kneel to squat. We haven't done this one at sports yet. I might puke. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay. Woo! Okay, here. 1, 2, all the way up to 12. Oh, I like this one. It's slower. Why am I doing this with you guys again? I don't know. Because we're all sadistic. We all got to start somewhere. I haven't taught group X in since I was in college. Almost there, guys. Good, one more. And I'm back. I forgot this. Okay. Back down to those burpee shuffles. Down, up. Shuffle your little faces off. Back down. For those of you who are really excited to see me die right now, because I beat you up every day, I know you are. But you know what? Well, I'm human too. What? Two more. What? Back to meals. Okay, on this one, guys, you're gonna keep your shoulders back and your chest puffed out. So core tight, in, stay low, and then down, and then up with the other side. Corona, be done. I don't want to do this while I talk. It's more funny when I get to complain with you guys if we're all dying together in one big happy group. How much longer we go? Yeah, the modification while you're watching this, drinking a glass of wine or laying in bed is just to flail your arms around. Flail! I think I'm sweating. I totally lost count. I'm gonna do a couple more. I'm gonna have like a certified counter next time. From afar though, through FaceTime. So I'm hiring a certified counter who wants to count my reps for me. So if anyone's available, let me know. We'll FaceTime you in and you just count 1, 2, 3 to 15-ish. Okay, back down. Okay, we're almost there. Second win, people. We got this. 10 seconds. One more burpee. That's nice. That's a nice time. What do we got next? Mountain climbers and side plank leg raise. I'm gonna sit here for a second and look at you. Well, actually, you're gonna look at me. I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at anyone but myself. Dying right now. I'm sorry. What? Hi, I hope you guys are doing this, not wearing goggles anymore and drinking wine. Okay, we're gonna start with mountain climbers. We're just doing 30. I know it says 30 seconds on your paper. We're doing 15 each side, 30. I had a mistype. I'm sorry. Okay, again, plank. Shoulder stack your wrist. Core nice and tight. 30 mountain climbers total. And you guys can give that plank position. Core tight. Make sure you're in a good plank and then go into your leg lifts. If you guys have knee issues or trouble doing this, drop the lower part of your leg, pull your toe towards, especially as we get towards the end of this, and we're dying. I think I'm almost done though. Yeah, we're in the last 2 rounds. We're gonna survive. Okay, again, core tight. Lift it up. Now again, guys, make sure you're pulling your toe up towards your head. You're sucking your arms in, and you're going nice and slow and controlled. And smiling. Smiling helps sometimes. I can't wait to see how much beef I get from all this. Woof. Okay, back to mountain climbers. I think I'm gonna be heckled for the rest of my life. Thank God you guys have been with me for like 4 years in this place. Six, 7, 8, 9, 30. And we're back down. So if you're thinking that this is karma for what I've done to you guys over the last 4 years, it is. So I'm sorry, but I'm still not gonna make the workouts easier because I think we all get some sick satisfaction about feeling like we're gonna vomit during a workout. I'm totally FaceTiming people in next time so they can scream at me. And by next time, I mean tomorrow at the same time. And I'm hoping that in 1 week or less, they say, open your gyms. And then we can go lift again with barbells and not do little stabilizer work for weeks on end. I'm kidding. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do time under tension to increase strength. I'm gonna teach you guys so many things while we're stuck in our homes or stuck in your gym. Keep that form. If you guys start to break form, stop and reset don't ever force yourself through anything. Because what's going to happen is you're going to end up getting injured in the long run. And then you're really not going to be able to focus on your goals whatsoever. So there's a time to push, and then there's also a time to listen to your body. Sharp, shooting, stabbing pain, you stop. Soreness, out of breath, slightly pukey, as long as you don't have a history of heart disease or anything, check with the doctor, then you can keep going. I have to put the doctor disclaimer in there so I don't get sued. My business partner sues people for a living, so I got to make sure I say the right things. $20 and $30. And we're back down again. Oh, we have 45 seconds. We're gonna make it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I have time. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I always like to make sure I'm even. So I check to see if I have time. And then if not, I'll do a little less reps on each side. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I gotta do the last two. 14, 15. Guess what? We have one more round. We have 4.5 minutes until this thing is over. So what we're gonna do, as I get dramatic towards the end, medicine ball, alternating V-ups, and plank T-raise. So I know Chelsea, you love plank T-raises, so cheers to you on these. We have 5 seconds. Let's start with V-ups. So if you don't have a medicine ball, you can just use your little arms. So if you feel like you're gonna throw up, and now we're gonna do abs, Godspeed. Okay? Take that medicine ball back behind your head. From here, you guys are gonna come up, tap that toe, come right back down. If you guys have low back issues, what I want you guys to focus on is bringing your knee up into your chest. So what we're doing is we're making it so we're not stretching through the hamstrings, and so we're not pulling on that lower back, okay? So again, for this one, we're gonna do 6 on each side. Now, again, I want you guys to make sure that you're looking up at the ceiling and your chin is actually elevated. You're keeping a neutral neck position when you do that. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna make it so you don't get that like sore neck that a lot of times we get from doing abs. Now on the dumbbell plank T-raise, you can just use your hands if you want to. Biggest thing with this exercise, you have to make sure that you're looking at the moving dumbbell. Okay, so you guys are gonna get up in a plank position, stack your abs in, bring it up, look at it, and then put it right back down. Look at it, put it down. This one's also 6 on each side, so 6 rounds. 3, 4. On this one, you're allowed to turn your hips. So it's almost like you're going back into a side plank again. I'm gonna need a shower after this. I'm gross. Okay, now we go back to V-ups again. So if you guys are doing them without the med ball, it looks like this. Lay down, arms up over your head, and then come right up and tap that toe. And again, you have super tight hamstrings or low back issues, bring your knee up into your chest. Again, still keeping those eyes on the ceiling. I'll do after both of them. Oh. One more inside. There we go. And back down. If you guys are using dumbbells for this one, again, the reason we want to make sure that we're looking at that moving dumbbell is we want to keep it in our vision. As soon as it leaves our sight, it means that we take our shoulders too far back, and it's going to open up that shoulder joint. So this front part of the shoulder has a something called an anterior joint capsule, and that sucker doesn't have a stretch reflex. So because of that, if you guys stretch it out too much too often, what happens is that all your rotator cuff muscles have to then do extra work to hold your shoulder in place because it's the most unstable joint in the body. And because of that, that's when we start to get rotator cuff tears and strains and all that good stuff, bad stuff. We get all that impingement issues. We can even get biceps tendonitis that way. So again, we're making sure that we're keeping our joint capsules intact, making sure that we're not stretching too far outside of our true range of motion. And for those people who are like contortionists, I think you're crazy because I don't even know how you move like that. Well, I do, but I just, as a very non-flexible 400-meter runner, I can't imagine bending like that or making your shoulders open up like that. So with weights though, we never do. Again, good God, we have 1 minute and 15 seconds left and we are all gonna survive this. And really, I'm just coaching on myself at this point. Halfway there. One more. And back up. Beautiful. Okay, guys, we are down to our last 45 seconds. And then after this, guess what we're gonna do? Stretch. Okay, so again, last one. Looking at that moving dumbbell, slow and controlled with this one. Keep that core tight, suck those abs right in, belly button pulled into your spine. Hardest part while you have your core tight is breathing. So make sure you guys are breathing the entire time. 10, 20 seconds, guys. Let's do one more on each side. There we go. 10 seconds, guys. Last couple reps. No one stopping this last 10, not even me. 5 seconds. And we are done, though. Think, whatever universe being, we're good. What? Now we're gonna stretch. So everyone catch your breath, drink some water. We are all going to stretch. I'm very proud of you guys. I miss you. This is not nearly as fun, I'm gonna let you know, being in here all alone. Oh, I totally gotta look at those comments right now. So actually, I'm gonna look at the comments now so I can see you all. You guys can see me dying right now. See this? Oh my God, I sweat. So, woof, woof. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate you. So, with all that being said, we're sweaty, we're gross, we've caught our breath. I'm gonna shuffle myself back over here. And guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna stretch. So, things to remember for next time. Don't forget your water because then you'll get dry mouth and you'll be tired and then you'll want to throw up. But you didn't eat enough to throw up, so it's impossible. So you just feel gross. Step 2, get 8 hours of sleep. I slept for 5 last night. As you know, I'm terrible at sleeping. So I want you guys to hold me accountable for during this entire thing, actually catching up on sleep. So you guys actually might have to like call me, text me, DM me, and tell me to get my act together. Okay, let's go into some stretches. So everyone's favorite, we're gonna go through just what we normally would do if we were here on the turf and you were with me. Everyone's gonna lay down, like so. Stretch your arms out to the side. Take your right leg, lift it up, drop it off to the left, and let everything unwind. Am I still in the camera? Yeah, I'm kind of in the camera. There we go. Okay, everyone's just breathing here. You're trying to let your low back unwind. Trying to keep your hands on the ground, shoulder blades on the ground, and just breathing, in all honesty. And just hoping for the best. Okay, back to the other side. Right leg down, left leg up and over. So now that we have all this time at home, I know a lot of us are working from home. I mean, I was on my computer till last night. But however, getting into a routine, I think is going to be the hardest part for me. And I'm not sure about you guys, but just being home all the time and making sure that I'm not sitting on the couch, just snacking my face off, and making sure that I am eating enough and all that kind of stuff. So I think over this next week and the week after, and hopefully not too much longer after that, but we never know, if we all hold each other accountable for kind of getting into a good solid routine, making sure we're eating our like 3 solid meals per day, healthy snacks, getting outside just because we can. For those of you who live in Florida, okay, everyone sit up for me. Little flank knee bend and then go reach for your toes. So if we're ever living in Florida, it's sunny and it's nice outside, and we can also go for walks. And I know that I've been FaceTiming with a lot of friends when we're out and about, so it feels like we're all together again. So I don't know. This is obviously something that none of us have ever been through before. So try to figure out a way to hold each other accountable and kind of keep with our routines. I think it's gonna be the hardest part for everyone, including myself. So I don't think any of us have the answers of how to do this. So if we could all be there for each other, I would greatly appreciate it, because I'm so used to being around like 120 of you guys a day. And it's definitely going to be different being in here and doing all this kind of on my own. So take your right leg, cross it over, give it a hug with your left arm, take your right hand, put it behind you and sit up tall and twist over your right shoulder. So yeah, again, I'm going to miss seeing you guys every day. I'm one of those like extrovert people that likes to be around people and energy and all that kind of stuff. So this is definitely going to take some getting used to over the next couple weeks. So I am so thankful that you guys are all doing this part with me. And then obviously following up all of us after this and just still being friends throughout this crazy pandemic. Okay, other side, sit up, twist tall. Ugh. Good. When you guys are doing this stretch, remember, suck your belly button into your spine. You always want to make sure that you're actually activating muscles when you're stretching. If you just kind of like go into it, that's what's going to lead you to injury. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, let's take our right leg out, then our left leg in. Turn your torso so you're facing your right foot and go grab it with both hands. Good. So my goal for these workouts, when I can actually speak a little bit better in them, since I don't think I've spoken while doing a workout in a decade, is to kind of go over the reason we do certain exercises. So obviously with lateral chain stuff, we're doing so much front to back movement on a daily basis that it's super important that we strengthen all those lateral stabilizers. So anything that we don't turn on a daily basis. Now, those lateral stabilizers, what they do is they help keep everything in place so that the bigger muscles on the front side of your and back side of your body, so the anterior chain and posterior chain, can actually fire better and you're more efficient. So, okay, other side. And for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about when I talk about kinetic chains, so basically energy moves through your body through something called a kinetic chain. So if you go back to high school science, you've learned about potential energy, which is stored energy, and kinetic energy, which is moving energy. And the whole idea with physics is that, or actually the law of thermodynamics, is that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred. So what we're doing is we're taking all the potential energy in our body and we're turning it into kinetic energy and we're moving it through kinetic chains. So that's how energy actually moves. So it transfers. So the front side of your body is your anterior chain, back of your body is posterior chain. And then after that, you have your lateral chain. So that's all that stuff running side of your body. So little slight knee bend and reach for your toes one more time. And then we're going to do our downward dog in a second. So we train in kinetic chains of movement, so that way we can actually do the true definition of functional training. So that's kind of the biggest thing with what we do at Scorch. Obviously, we don't usually do body weight only. We have those awesome power racks in the back and we're lifting and doing all that kind of fun stuff. But hopefully, okay guys, going to your downward dog pose, hopefully during however long this is happening for, I can kind of teach you guys what it is that I've learned over the last 15, 16 years. I've been doing this for a long time. And especially everything that I learned in school, getting my degree that taught me how to stay healthy, stay, I guess, uninjured, but still being able to train hard for so long. So we're going to work on all that. And if you guys have knee issues, shoulder issues, hip issues, all that kind of stuff, we're definitely going to dive more into how to strengthen the key muscles that make it so that you don't hopefully have that pain any longer. So we're going to do that too. We're going to do so many things. Okay, walk your feet up to your hands. Stay hanging down there. We're going to do a standing twist. So take your left hand, put it on your right foot, bend your left knee, and then reach your right arm up in the air and look at it. And as well, if you guys want, is there anything you want up with psychology, any of that kind of stuff? Right hand, left foot, then right knee with your left arm up. I'm a huge advocate for staying within your scope of practice, and I have some phenomenal friends who have their PhDs, who are RDs, who have a wealth of knowledge that we can definitely get together for you guys. So please, please, please ask a bajillion questions. And then I can use my amazing resources to kind of get you guys the answers to those. So everyone slowly come up. And then if you know me, hug yourself, love yourself, do your arm swings. And you guys are done. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. I am now going to go eat my breakfast that I probably should have eaten before this to give me more energy. But all that being said, thank you guys so much. I am so sorry that we're all going through this, but you know what? We're doing it together as a whole world. So that being said, be there for each other. Please stay home so that we can one day open this gym because that's what's going to make it so that all of us small businesses can reopen again, as everyone's staying home, beating the crap out of this pandemic, and then we all get to come back together and be together as friends. So that being said, thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I can't wait to see if I die then too. Okay, bye. Oh, how do we stop the live stream? And oh my, look at my mess.